What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mindofkp, aka KP Cloud9, and we back with another video, man. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about trying to be in a relationship while being spiritual, and you know what I'm saying, the certain struggles that you gotta deal with, and specifically when you're meeting someone that's not spiritual, because us that's spiritual tend to attract the others that's, you know what I'm saying, on the opposite end of the spectrum. You get what I'm saying? So a person that's like me, that's spiritual, might attract the most, you know what I'm saying, low vibrational motherfucker possible. You get what I'm saying? But that be for us to help them, and that be for their timeline to learn from that and move on. And this is what we about to hop into, you feel me? And a lot of people because I used to be in this position, and this is why I'm speaking on it now, because this is what I learned from, and this is why I want to teach y'all, so y'all won't go through the same mistakes that I went through. You get what I'm saying? Because I was already, you know what I'm saying, you being spiritual, let's hop into it. Let's hop into it. You know what I'm saying? Let me spark this up. Let's hop straight into it. Because you being spiritual, 9 times out of 10, you already know before you hop into a relationship what's what. You get what I'm saying? You already got that sense of like, all right, cool. Like, you know that this person might show you certain like interests once you dive into actually connecting them and getting to know them, and they might be showing you certain interests that they willing to learn. You feel me? So you might look at it as potential, like, okay, I can do something. You feel me? I can help. You know what I'm saying? Shape this person, help. You know what I'm saying? Shape their mind up and fix up a little bit of things, because I done been there and done that before. You get what I'm saying? So you been spiritual, and you been in that body state, and been the one that wants to help. You gotta understand that everybody people don't ask for that. You feel me? People not asking for your help. And you gotta understand that, like, not everybody wants your help. And that's the biggest thing that I had to learn, because going through, you know what I'm saying, being in that position and trying to change a person to be, it's at the end of the day, essentially, you know what I'm saying, it's trying to change them to help them, because essentially, intentionally, you want to help them become the best version of them, right? But it could come off as you wanting the best version of them, so it's only coming from your vision instead of they gotta want it first. And that's the part that you feel me is what, yeah, because they gotta want the change and the you know what I'm saying, enlightenment first. Like, it gotta come to them first. You feel me? You can't force it. You get what I'm saying? Like, as I said in the previous video, like, you cannot force that shit, because a person is gonna automatically want to run away from it. You get what I'm saying? And all it's gonna do is frustrate you, because you keep trying to get through a person's head, or get through literally, listen to what I'm saying. You trying to get through their head. Everything that they built, all those mental blockages and all those mental blocks that they built, that's like they city right there. And you trying to get through their head, you trying to knock that shit down in order to build a new one. It's damn near like exactly what I'm saying. What you doing? You trying to tear down the whole city and build a new one. You get what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Trying to change a person, and you know what I'm saying, going throughout the process and learning, and you feel me, you'll start to understand the more you try to do it, the more and more they gotta learn for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And to a certain point, when it's a spiritual person and a person that's not focus on their spirituality, their individuality, it's at a certain point it's gonna clash because one person already know how to do those things for themselves, you feel me, internally, and know how to have that internal satisfaction overall. Versus the other person is learning that. You get what I'm saying? So it's automatically gonna look like a kind of like a teacher-student relationship. You get what I'm saying? And a teacher-student relationship is not how a partnership's supposed to look like. A relationship. You feel what I'm saying? It's supposed to be kind of equal. Y'all supposed to be kind of learning from each other, teaching each other. You feel me? So being a spiritual person, your job is to let a person come to you, or a person, whoever you want to jump into a relationship with. You scratch that. Whoever you want to jump into a relationship with, you want to jump into a relationship with somebody that understands it the same way as you. You get what I'm saying? The same person that got the same level of understanding and knows how to keep their self up and know how to do their self-internal work by themselves without you having to tell them or you having to guide them through everything. You feel me? Because when you're trying to guide someone, it's gonna almost seem like, cool, I'm in a relationship with this person, but I'm also trying to guide them to be their best self. Eventually, they're gonna start to look at you like you can get so long into the journey, right? Like you can help guide them so far into their journey, right? But boom, it's gonna be that one point eventually where they're gonna want to do it for themselves. They got everything that they needed. Like, all right, cool, I got everything I needed. Now I feel like I can do it for myself. You feel me? And that's where it's gonna clash with the relationship. You feel me? That's where it straight clashes, and that's where it bumps heads right there, right? Because they felt like, okay, this person been doing this for me so long. Let me separate from this person in order to show them that I can do it for myself too. And it's going to start to look like narcissism, things of that nature inside the relationship, and y'all going to be both fighting and both be causing chaos. You get what I'm saying? Because one person looking at it like, you've been guiding me through this all my time been with you, trying to teach me, let me do it for myself. And then the other person going to look at it like, well, damn, like, we, like, shit, it been like this all this time. What's the problem now? Why you trying to, you feel me? Like, why you trying to not do it by yourself? Because essentially we want people to help themselves, learn how to help for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Learn how to do things for themselves, learn how to control their own mind for themselves. We want that, right? But when a person that doesn't understand that, if they don't understand it before you like teach them, you get what I'm saying? Like if you just like shining that light for the first time to a person, it's gonna look like something new to them. So eventually they're gonna want, like, it's a fucking fly here. Eventually they're gonna want to do it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Because that was the whole purpose. So you leading somebody to, you know what I'm saying, expand their mind, and let's say you trying to lead them to become spiritual and learn how to become spiritual, learn how to control their own mind and control their own internal emotions and thoughts and things of that nature. If you trying to lead them to learn how to do that to a certain point, it's going to get to a point where they're going to want to do it for themselves. And that's when separation's going to have to happen, because it's going to start to look negative when they start to be dependent on you. You get what I'm saying? Because they can start becoming dependent on you, and once you leave or once you go or once you're not there no more, and they gotta truly do the things that you've been helping them with for themselves, then that's when you gotta do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, because at a point in a relationship, it's gonna clash, because for so long you've been trying to help and guide this person instead of it just being like y'all both learning at the same time. It's more so you teaching them what you learning, and that's damn near like you gotta go out your way to get into their business and get into what's wrong with them and what they got going on. And now you gotta focus on that. You get what I'm saying? And then you losing yourself in all of their problems, and now you lost your individuality. You feel me? Now your emotions is getting ran off of how they feel because you so busy trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? With what they got going on internally, when they gotta help that for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And so, like I said, when being in this relationship, being in a relationship with a person that's, you know what I'm saying, being spiritual, and then a person that's not spiritual, you get what I'm saying, not so into their individuality and they're focused on everything and all of the things that's on the in the third dimension and things of that nature, instead of focusing on controlling their internal world and their mind and things of that nature, it's gonna be almost like you're overshadowing their light. You feel me? You're like your light is, like you're overshadowing their light, and eventually it's gonna get too bright. It's gonna be too much, and they're gonna want to separate and experience their own. You get what I'm saying? And as a person being spiritual, once a person like that starts to feel like that in a relationship, and when you in a relationship like this, you know what I'm saying? Because I was in a relationship like this. Once you're in a relationship like this, it's almost like you gotta just let it go. You get what I'm saying? Because they already wasn't at the same level as you when it came to certain things. You get what I'm saying? And not to say it's a higher or lower thing, it's just your awareness is more expanded on things, and when they're not aware of certain things and you trying to force them to become aware of certain things, you get what I'm saying? It's like they still work on their own time. You get what I'm saying? So eventually, you know what I'm saying, relationships like these usually end up being like, you know what I'm saying, the person that was helping, teaching, things of that nature, the person that was getting the helping and teaching tends to separate. You get what I'm saying? And want to separate because they want to experience it for themselves. But then they don't know how to, because everything that they learned is things that you've been teaching them. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta, like, at a certain point, you do gotta let it go, because you gotta understand that, you feel me, they're gonna want to experience their timeline for themselves anyway, because at the end of the day, that's what we are doing. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I was in this position before, and me being me, I was kind of already aware that you know what I'm saying, my knowledge and everything that I was learning, because like I said, I became aware when I was 14. Yeah, like, not aware, but y'all know what I'm saying, aware of my spirituality and things of that nature. And when I started like really tap into that and all that, I became aware of all that when I was around 14, around when I graduated middle school. And then ever since, it's like, you feel me, I've like just like expanded, bro. Like literally, like my mind just expanded. Like I became like the most like wise around in my surroundings. And I know this because I'm aware of things, like I'm just aware of more things that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people not really aware of or didn't tap into yet. You get what I'm saying? And in this channel, I'm going to be diving deep into a lot of topics and all things that exist, everything, bro. I'm going to be diving deep into everything, so I can be able to give y'all the knowledge that I, you know what I'm saying, am aware of. Because like I said, back to, you know what I'm saying, the relationship part and being into that type of relationship, I was in this position before, and I was kind of already aware, but I seen potential that they was willing to learn, so I went through it, and you feel me. Eventually, of course, they learn. You get what I'm saying? Of course, they, you know what I'm saying, can take and learn from. You feel me? But at a certain point, it became chaotic because I was losing myself into everything that they had going on. You get what I'm saying? And I didn't want to do that, so I would like, you feel me, sometimes it would just be chaotic. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're not understanding things at the same level that you understanding it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you could be like, yeah, like exactly. So I'ma just leave it at that, man, because everybody, damn. But yeah, so my bad, y'all. I had to hit the B. You get what I'm saying? The fuck? Swallow some weed or shit? What the fuck? Anyways, y'all. My bad, y'all. I had to hit the blunt and shit. My bad, y'all. I had to hit the blunt and shit. But so yeah, man. So with that being said, though. With that being said, if y'all in this type of relationship and y'all start to experience chaos and it start to be too much, you just gotta let it go and just let them experience what they gotta learn. Because if you, whatever you trying to teach them, if they not learning it, you feel me, and they still need certain mental, you know what I'm saying, crushes and things of that nature for them to sustain themselves and things of that nature, they gotta learn on their own time on how to, you feel me, do that. You get what I'm saying? You can't force everybody to become aware of the things that you aware of at the same time, you feel me, or at a certain time. You feel me? Because they gonna everybody's gonna all become aware of what they need to become aware at the timeline that they need to become aware of it at. You feel me? And it is a such thing as becoming aware of things too early. You get what I'm saying? So just don't try to force that on people. And like I said, if you a person that's like me and was like I was in that position, but if you in this position currently, you feel me, and you experiencing these things, you gotta understand that to a certain extent they're gonna have to do it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And if that causes for you to having to separate from that person in order for them to let them experience that, then sometimes that's just what you gotta do. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody gotta experience it. Everybody gotta learn it for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And if it's taking a toll out of you, then that's when you know that you gotta take, you feel me, some steps back from that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was just the topic. That was my topic for the day. That's what I wanted to touch up on, talk about, because I feel like a lot of people that's in my position, that's like, you feel me, spiritual, tend to have this kind of like trouble when it comes to relationships of already being the one knowledgeable and that holds the wisdom and having to teach the other person sometimes. You get what I'm saying? You can find yourself in these type of relationships. I'm not saying all relationships like this when you spiritual, no. But I'm saying that a lot of the times, you get what I'm saying, it could be like that because a lot of people is not aware of their own individuality yet. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's the Mindofkp, and we out.